All right, guys, this is DJ Wolf Live. Um, I'm doing an impromptu live recording for YouTube. I'm hoping it's working. It's actually it's not a live recording. I thought it was, but in any case, I'm on here right now doing my thing. I'm not doing no beats. I'm not doing this. No, actually, I could do a couple of beats, but I'm not going to do it right now in this phase yet. Um, because it's late. All right. Couple things I want to talk about right quick. Um, Actually, I might do one. Hold on a second, guys. Um, this is something I did a while back. Let's see if it's in my drafts. Here we go. Is volume up? No, the volume's up. Okay, here we go. Probably could barely hear it though. Not sure why. All right, guys. All right, live and in color. This is DJ Wolf Live from the Southern Maryland studios out here in beautiful Southern Maryland. Yes, with the honest conversation that's going on right here, out here in the DMV, all over the nation and across the world. This is DJ Wolf Live. All right, guys. Gotta talk for a little bit. I'm not gonna be on. I'm not gonna be on too long tonight. A lot of ground to cover. Um, Mainly about the thing that was going on recently with this coronavirus BS. I'm just not happy about this mess. This situation is so messed up. It's so messed up. It's just where where the hell do I begin? Hold on a second. Uh, I'm also working with something called a stream deck. I haven't figured it out. I had it months ago. I still haven't worked it out yet. But I tell you, man, this thing just went from left to right, right to left, guys. Trump had another drawn out press conference again today. He don't. I don't know. It's just to me, I don't trust his command. I'm trying to use a kalimba. I'm trying to learn how to play it. I got a couple other things coming down the pike this week. Um, I'm gonna get back to my music hopefully before the week is out. I was trying to do it last week, but a couple of other things come up. This is just this year. I don't know. Um, Guys, gals, men, women, boys, and girls. This has been a hell of a year. This year's been weird, and it seemed like when you think things are getting better, it don't. God's in control, regardless of what's going on. My pastor just did a sermon today talking about just that. I'm going to also do a speaker podcast as well. I'll probably do it tomorrow. I got about four of them I need to push out tonight. So I'll be talking about different things regarding the coronavirus and other things as well. I was going to coincide this broadcast with my speaker broadcast, but I'm going to hold off on that for another night. But only thing you do is hope and pray for the best. I'm more concerned with where our people are dealing with right now. I think I'm more concerned about that than anything else. They have a lot to be concerned about. They have a lot to worry about. This has been a hell of a year. You know, this year started out bad from the jump, and it doesn't seem for the most part to be getting much better at this point. I'm so far behind my music, it's not even funny. I got a couple things coming down the pike that'll actually help me elevate it more. But we'll see. It's just, I don't know. I don't feel scared about what's going on. I feel concerned. Because there's a difference between being concerned and being scared. But I am concerned for our people. You know, people going in, buying up everything in stock, tell you they're running out of stuff, and people fighting over it. Like somebody said today earlier, they ain't running out of shit. They haven't run out of things. It's just to invoke fear in you so they can see what you're willing to do to get the things you need to survive out here. It's a game. They play with the public all the time. It's nothing new. You can't be concerned about that, though. There's a couple things you do need to be concerned about. You need to be concerned about the fact that God's in control. This thing is bigger than man right now. And it's obvious that it is because man hasn't got a grip on what's going on. They're telling you shelter in place. They're telling you we'll find places where we can go get tested at. None of them have talked about an actual cure. You got some people telling you now, don't take the virus, don't take the vaccination. How are you gonna take something that ain't even out here yet? A pastor actually said that. A pastor, I think it was in South Carolina, someplace, had actually said this recently. And for you to say that right now is irresponsible. You know. You don't know what the vaccination is going to have in it. But he is a pastor actually said go around saying, well, don't take the corona vaccination. Vaccination will be out for about a year and a half. He already telling people, oh, don't take the vaccination. I'm going to just tell you right up front. No offense, Pastor, shut the fuck up. Right now, because you have no idea about when it's going to ever come out anyway. So how can you still tell people not to take something that's not even out? And as a pastor, that's stupid and irresponsible for you to even say that. Real talk. But I'm not overly concerned, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I think about it. I'm not gonna lie. I do think about it. I think about how it's gonna affect the future of our children. And our children's children, their children. About how things are going right now. You know, prepping up people's fears for something that may not be as bad as they think it is. Yeah, it's bad enough. But we've had other viruses before. We've had MRSA, SARS, and I forgot, they said in something, Superbug last year. We had a bunch of stuff that was going on. And then this pastor had nerve tomorrow. Don't take the virus. Well, hell, you might as well not take aspirin, vitamins, vitamin supplements, nothing for your headache, nothing for anything. You know, just fight it out until you pass out, or worse, God forbid. You know, that's irresponsible to even be telling people that, man, for real. don't take the virus. Don't take the vaccination. The vaccination's not even out for another 18 months, if that. You know, I was offended that he said that. You know, if it wasn't for me taking the medications I took last year, I probably would. I would have. And don't tell me what would happen to me. God forbid. Seriously. And although they told me what I wasn't affected by the superbug virus, but it felt like it. I'm not gonna lie. It felt a lot like the symptoms that they had that's out now. And this was the superbug last year, but it wasn't. Supposedly I didn't have it. I had an elevated case of like a sinus. My sinuses, but affected my lungs. That's what they told me. So all right. And I was on 4 or 5 different medications last year too. I'm talking from experience. But it's weird. All that mess was going with the superbug was there for about a minute, and then it went away last year. I think that was another form of the coronavirus, to tell you the truth. And I think I actually had the superbug because that's what it felt like to me. Almost all the symptoms of the superbug and coronavirus were very similar to what I had last year. You know, I'm fine this year. I'm actually surprised I didn't get sick. I'm glad I didn't. Thank the Lord. Right now I can't afford to anyway, for a lot of reasons. But I'm thankful that right now my family is healthy and thriving and having, and especially my mother up in Ohio. I'm thankful that she didn't come down with it. You know, and her, like myself, didn't go to church today. A lot of churches were closed today. Hold on a second. I want to adjust my mic here. I hate when all this stuff starts spilling out when you make adjustments and stuff. That's the worst. Oh my God. Here's I'm trying to adjust my mic. Can't think I got it. All right. Well, what I was saying was a lot of churches across the country were closed today. Mainly, they were closed because, you know, in a lot of places they didn't allow you to have a gathering of a certain number of people. Like in the state of Maryland, you were not allowed to have more than 10 people at a gathering, and that included churches. So they had advised all churches to be shut down. All churches, bars, restaurants, nightclubs to be shut down. Now, last night, just a little bit after this time period, they were. We had a number of people that was in the neighborhood visiting other folks. Line of cars on here last night. This is long after the governor of Maryland has said no gatherings of 10 more people anywhere. And that includes your homes too. But people did it anyway. People were going to the parks. People were going out and take out in droves of a certain amount of people, different places and stuff like that, even though we're told not to gather like that. People aren't listening. They just aren't listening. You know. I'm going to get to why I think that's a dangerous thing at this point. I'll talk about that in a second. Why you shouldn't be gathering crowds, especially when they talk about, hey, there's a reason why you don't do that. But my mom, I called her just about a few minutes before my church was supposed to have been broadcasting on Facebook Live, which they did. Her church was because they have a lot of older people as members at their church, and they did a gathering over the phone. My church used to do the same thing. They would actually have you do a dial in, and they were like a party line. Everybody, all members would dial up, and as they would dial up, then the pastor would come on, and he would preside over it and all that, and get somebody singing, and blah blah blah. And, anyway, so my pastor, he had broadcasted from his website, the church website. Church website gave you a link to the Facebook Live page. My television has, my TV, Samsung TV, has a Facebook Watch app that lets you download and get to your links for live videos and stuff. Whoever you subscribe to, they have live videos on Facebook. You can link up to their live feeds. I'm thinking about doing that. I thought about doing it myself. I still may do that. I don't know if I'm going to do it anytime soon. It'll be a little while though, because I actually wonder when I get ready to do it, I'm going to put my business up on there. You know, that's coming soon. But anyway, my church actually they actually had their service online at 10:45 this morning, and it turned out to be a really good service, even though the only problem with that was it was buffering a lot. And I have a Mevo camera, which would have probably alleviated some of that stuff, because it would have got camera angle shots, and I have equipment. I might have to talk to the young producer of the church broadcast. I'm gonna try to see if I can get with him one Sunday and help him out, because I'm gonna try to see if I can do it on YouTube. I'm gonna try to see about creating a YouTube channel for them to do it on, and that way, you'll be fully set up. Because I know I did. I've been doing this for years. So, like right now, what I thought was a live broadcast, for some reason it won't let me do a live broadcast on mine. But I think I'm going to do with my new Go live cast that I got recently. I'm going to allow it to hook up with my Mevo, and I'll be able to do some big things with that coming soon. I just haven't set it up yet. So stay tuned for that. I do have some major stuff going on with my music and stuff. Yes, it's coming. It's coming, guys. Try to see. Let me see my music. No, that's not what I wanted to hear. Okay. But anyway, a guy's set up right now for this. I just had to put the screen up I'm using right now, and I think I'm gonna do more of that. As you can see, it's the stars and my title on here, DJ Wolf Live. I did it like that because I want to say, hey, I want to stay as far distant from people who got that virus more than anything, any other time, But I'm just glad you guys are listening into my podcast and my shows. It's like Donald Trump say, it's a wonderful thing. Matter of fact, let me go into Donald Trump right quick. It's a wonderful thing. People, they die like they've never died before. Who says that? Oh, I forgot he does. It's a beautiful thing. It's incredible. The people on the boats, the cruise ships and everything. It's a wonderful thing. I kind of hurt my throat trying to imitate Trump. Nothing like you ever seen before. Yeah. It's a wonderful thing. It's horrible. It's horrible trying to talk like this dude, man, for real. But I don't know. I'm always skeptical about what's going on right now. I still am. Now they're pulling out the National Guard. I'm a little concerned, because I know people personally who are involved in that. So, and this, I don't know. I'm going to continue to pray on it, man. This is, I don't know. God is in control. I told somebody, I was telling people that on the Facebook Live cast from my church, and I made a comment about that. I said, God is in control because man is out of control. This is beyond man. Man don't know how to fix that. And I told somebody earlier, I said, if man could actually, with all this technology that's out here today, all this technology, tons of technology you could send man to space, technology where a guy, matter of fact, there was, who was it, Branson? Branson sent a rocket ship up to space, and a guy literally jumped out of a spaceship. This is a true story. I seen it. The dude jumped out of the spaceship. It's about 3-4 years ago. jumped out of a spaceship in a spacesuit and parachuted all the way out from the spaceship in space down to Earth. No joke. This really happened. I don't know how he did it. And he did it and lived to tell about it. That was crazy. Now like, we talking about for millions of miles too, man. It's like, wow, hundreds of thousands of miles, man. Not millions, but 100,000 of miles. It was like 100,000, something like that, something ridiculous. No, I had to look it up. But this really happened. I actually saw the video. You can actually pinpoint the head of a dime from a satellite. But you can't stop the spread of a major virus that's so powerful it's affected people all over the world within, a deadly virus. We're not talking about flu. We're talking about a very deadly virus. The COVID-19, also known as the coronavirus. It's taking out a lot of people. And I know some people say, well, this is like the flu. It ain't much of a strain of the flu. No. It does affect older people like the flu does. If the flu is strong enough and your immune system is weak, yeah, it will affect you. But it's taking out even healthier people from what I heard. All kinds of stories. So, and they said, a person died from, when they said underlying medical problems or something like that. I've been hearing all that stuff. All I'm saying is regardless of what your medical circumstance is, you better take care of yourself. Y'all better be taking care of yourselves today. You know something I'm gonna start doing more of right now? I'm gonna start using my camera, man. I got camera equipment. Camera equipment stuff I need to use and I'm not using it. And I need to. I'm gonna start though. I might even have one of those sales one of these years where I'm just start selling my stuff on eBay like I used to do years ago. One dude burned me on eBay equipment. It was older equipment, but it did work. Dude was a complete asshole. Some punk I sold some on eBay about 5 years ago, and he kept the money and the damn product. The product was a DJ controller that I had, and it worked. It worked when I sold it to him. It was being an ass. I said, be a while if I go back on eBay. I might start back eBay up real soon. I may have to, but I just don't know when. Because I got some stuff I'm thinking about offloading to eBay that I have that I own outright. Because I got 2 other pieces of equipment that's coming, maybe 3, but I'm for certain 2. One I'm thinking about this one I might be getting for real. But I hate to give up my other controller though. Well, I'll talk about it on another podcast though. But nevertheless though, this coronavirus, as far as I'm concerned, it's not going to win. It's not going. It can't. It can't. We as a people, we as a country, we as a nation, and we as a world have come too far to let this win. It's not going to. But I don't know what's going on right now. People stay in the shelter in place. It's not a good thing for our economy. Definitely not a good thing for our country or the world. Because it shut down everything. Go to the market. Although my supermarket today, it was bare on Wednesday or Thursday. But I went back today and they were stocking up. They had stocked up. So they're not running out of anything, guys. It's just a matter of things are slow because of this, that, and the other. But at some point it's going to pick back up. The car dealers are the ones that are in business. So there's no reason why anybody should be trying to look to bail them out. They're giving away. As a matter of fact, the car dealers right now have some of the best deals I've ever seen. And it's to a point, I ain't gonna lie. I'm seriously thinking about getting me another truck. I saw deals they were giving. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? They got now where you used to have certain online services like Carvana and Vroom and other services that were home. They would go. You either come out to their sites or whatever and check out the cars, or they would actually deliver the cars to you once you fill out the paperwork. And you got clear for the credit and all that. But now, the big dealers are doing it. Ford is offering a deal now where they'll pay up to 6 months. I think something like 6 months. Yeah, so yeah, it was like six. I think for 6 months of free financing, and they do home delivery services. I'm like, when did they start doing that? It's crazy. I said, because I was in the process. I'm thinking about because I'm in the process of thinking about getting me another truck. Just trade off the two vehicles I got. Just give me another truck. That might be the works. I don't know. Right now I don't even want no more car notes. Car notes are horrible. But with the incentives they got coming now, it might actually be worth it. But I may look into it. I don't know. But that's if you guys are looking for something like that right now, and if you can deal with it in the process of that kind of deal, yeah. Southwest Airlines is offering discount prices on certain flights to certain places. Orlando, $49. I looked it up. Miami, $49. I was shocked. Miami, $49 one way. That's a good deal. I think it was 49 or 79, but wasn't no more than 100. I was shocked. Flights to LA, 100 and something dollars one way. I think it was like $103, $106 something. Well, that was like the ridiculous numbers. Numbers I haven't seen in decades, especially with Southwest. I used to fly Southwest to Cleveland one way, $49. But it's 121 now. I said, y'all, if y'all do $49, I'll be on there by the end of the week. Real talk. But that's just a couple of things that now because people don't want to fly because they're scared, to deal with people who think they might have it. But the main thing is not to panic, man. This just we're just going through the motions right now. This world is ever changing. You got animals now that are moving out of the woods. Yeah, I mean literally moving out of the woods, man. When I was home a few years ago, my dad had possums running around his yard. True story. I seen them. Possum in the city. I ain't never seen no possum. Possum, groundhogs. I mean, what's going on? This is crazy. I've never seen nothing like this before in my life. Yeah. Possum. I got rabbits ready to have. Matter of fact, my wife and I we were doing our yard one year a few years ago. Right around this time, matter of fact, a few years ago. And over by a tree, that tree been taken down since though. It was a tree that was sitting in our front yard. So I'm breaking leaves. Next thing you know, we uncovered. It was like a gathering of maybe about half a dozen baby rabbits. Yeah, I thought it was rats at first. I was like, let me. And my wife said, oh, those are babies. I said, oh, okay. So we didn't do much. We kind of shoot them away. They kind of jumped around, jumped off, and ran off. And I didn't really want to hurt them because I was like, I said, oh, these are babies. I don't want to mess with them. Baby rabbits. And they were up under the leaves, trying to stay warm. That's where they had gathered up, and they all moved away. Oh no! But I'm just using an example. All this stuff going with animals, and this is the other thing I want to talk about right quick. China. Why would China be offended And I ain't crazy about Trump either. But why would China be offended that Trump called this a Chinese virus? I don't. Although I don't totally agree with him labeling it as that, but it did come from China. It did come from what they refer to as a wet market, as wet markets, where they actually wet up and slaughter all kinds of exotic animals, and they sell it on a market that's wet because the animals are wet when they slaughter them. At least that's my understanding. And the area where these markets are unsanitary. So yeah, you gotta blame them for it. That's where it came from, Wuhan, China. Come on, don't get mad about it. This is what happened. How you gonna get offended? How are you gonna get offended by that? That's crazy. You get offended about something that happened in your country, and you don't want to take responsibility. That's just insane. It happened in your country. It happened in your neck of the woods, and you say, well, it is this Wuhan. You know, it happened in Wuhan, China. You know, what do you expect? It's a Chinese virus. It's a virus that happened in China. You know, and like somebody said, if this was something that happened in the black community, guess what they call it? Black on black crime, black on black food, black wet markets. So this is a Chinese disease. This happened in China. And in essence, it is a Chinese virus. It don't mean that this is, that's what it is. It happened. That's where it happened. You know, don't get mad. It happened. And your government allowed you to do that. They allowed the sale of exotic animals without any real regulation. That's just facts. And they eat all kinds of stuff. So I can't believe they eat bats, man. And nothing but bats are nothing but flying mice. That's what they are. Ew, it's disgusting, man. It really is. Say, who wants to eat a bat? Yeah. I'm just kind of like, yeah, make my stomach turn. Speaking of that, I watched the motion picture called Contagion, and it came out. I didn't realize that movie came out in 2011, 9 years ago. The film was released. It was released by Warner Brothers right around the time. I heard it was a really good movie. I didn't realize how good it is. A really good movie. That movie is an eye opener. Everything that they talked about in that film, damn near everything they talked about in the film, is kind of what's going on right now. But except to say that happened in Hong Kong. But the similarities were unfreaking canny. And I'm gonna tell you, I think the people who did that movie know exactly what was going down the pike at some point, because all this went down. They talked about the hands, using the hand sanitizer. They talked about the wet shops. They talked about the way that they prep the food, the animals. You know, it was a whole thing on that. How the person that got ill. It was just a whole thing with it, man. It was really good. But all of it talked about what's going on. It's almost as though the news was repeating what I'm seeing now. Then, yeah, the movie again is called Contagion. It's Matt Damon, Gwyneth Paltrow, Lawrence Fishburne, Jude Law, and a few others. I can't think of who all they were, but those are the main ones I knew of. But it's pretty good. It's currently on. I know if you have Files, it's on Files. It wasn't on Netflix, but it's on Prime. Prime Video definitely has it. Through on I had to subscribe to Cinemax to get it though, but it's on. It's out there. Very, Very good film. I can't say much more about it. It's that good. It's that good. So, all right, guys. Well, that's all I got for right now. Want to talk about a couple other things, man, but this thing has affected almost every uh, facet of life out here, man. At least in Maryland. Kudos to Governor Hogan. He wanted to get this nipped in the bud real quick. He was no nonsense guy when it came to this stuff. He wasn't gonna wait around. He's like, this is what we gotta do. So I give him that. All right, guys. That's all I got. This is a special broadcast of DJ Wolf Live. This wasn't a live broadcast, or I wish it was, but it is recorded. It's I will be back on Spreaker tomorrow, and I got about 3 or 4 new Spreaker podcasts I'm going to post sometime tonight. All right, guys, this is DJ Wolf, and I'm out.